Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss a concept which is simple and compound journal entries. Simple journal entries, you know what is the simple journal entry. Say for example, cash sales, you have cash account debit to sales account. Cash is coming in and sales is a income. Sales is a nominal account, sales is an income. So that's why you're debiting cash and crediting sales. So simple journal entry is only two accounts are affected. There's only two accounts affected. One is cash, another one is sales. The two with equal amounts, that is 10,000 and 10,000. With the same note, what is compound journal entry? More than two accounts are affected. What is more than two accounts are affected? One or more accounts are debited or one or more accounts are credited. It is the opposite of simple journal entry. Sales to Satish rupees 5,000. Satish paid cash for rupees 2,000 and balance to be paid later. So this is the question. Now Satishku, there is a sales. We have sold goods to Satish. Satish is to pay 5,000. But how much he is paying? He is paying only 2,000. So cash account debit 2,000. Satish account debit 3,000. Why Satish account debit 3,000? Satish is a debtor. Am I right? So debtor is a person who has to pay us. Okay. So sales to Satish, he has paid us cash. No problem. Cash is coming in. Satish has to pay us 3,000 more. So he is a debtor. So debtor, when asset is increasing, you need to debit it. Okay. And Satish has received the goods worth rupees 3,000 if you are taking it in the traditional approach, and the balance to be paid later to sales account, which is 5,000. Okay. So this is how you do particular compound journal entry. There is one more concept called as discount and rebate. Discount is an allowance given by the seller out of selling price and also called as list price or market price or catalog price. Okay, discount is an allowance given by the seller out of selling price. If the selling price is 10 rupees, what is the discount? Maybe 2 rupees may be the discount. So selling price is otherwise called as list price or marked price or catalog price of goods called trade discount, or a deduction or allowance out of amount payable called as cash discount. Okay, rebate is reduction in the value of goods sold by the seller for reason other than for which discount is allowed. So we will be talking about rebate separately, about discount separately. So now we will focus on discount. Okay, so next you can look into this trade discount. Look into this trade discount. There are three parties here: seller, purchaser. Purchaser purchase goods from the seller. He is purchasing for the reason to sell it to the other person, the end customer. Okay, so maybe you can take it as wholesaler, retailer, and final customer. So seller is selling goods to the purchaser. Now, if he is giving any discount, then it is called as trade discount. I want you to focus. It is normally allowed by the seller to the purchaser who further sells goods to the consumer. It is normally allowed by the seller, okay, to purchaser who further sells goods to the customer. So that is called as trade discount. Now what is cash discount? This seller, if he allows any discount, that is the second person here, that person is further selling goods to the customer. No, if he is allowing any discount, then that discount is called as cash discount. Now discount is allowed by the seller to encourage prompt payment. If I give discount, say for example this person has to pay 10,000, he says that if you pay immediately, you can just pay 9,500, which means 500 rupees is a cash discount. So discount allowed by the seller to encourage prompt or early payment. Okay, and then Amit sells goods to Vikas of rupees 10,000, allowing him trade discount of 20%. The invoice will be prepared for net amount rupees 8,000, that is after trade discount. So Amit sells goods to Vikas of rupees 10,000, allowing him trade discount of 20%. Okay, allowing him trade discount of 20%. The invoice will be prepared for net amount 8,000, that is after trade discount. Now look at the journal entry here. In Amit's books, what is the transaction? Amit's is the seller. Okay, it is in the books of seller. So what is the journal entry here? Vikas account debit to sales account, because Vikas is a debtor. Okay, Vikas is a debtor. He has to pay 8,000 rupees. He had to pay how much? 10,000 rupees. After trade discount, he has to pay 8,000 rupees. Now, in the books of Vikas, Vikas is whom? Vikas is the buyer. Okay, Vikas is the buyer. Now, in his books, it will be purchases account debit to Amit's account. Amit's account, Amit is a creditor. We have to pay him. Okay, Vikas has to pay Amit. So 8,000 and 8,000. Okay, so this is how you try to work out a particular journal entry. Then you have one more note. Trade discount, please pay attention. Trade discount is not recorded in the books of accounts. It is deducted in the invoice from sale price. Okay, trade discount is not recorded in the books of accounts. It is deducted in the invoice from sale price. So selling price is trade discount. Okay, so trade discount is not recorded in the books of accounts. This point is very, very, very important. Is it recorded anywhere? It is not at all recorded anywhere. So it is deducted from the invoice from the sales price. So it is always deducted from the sale price. Then what is the next one? You have to understand this. Cash discount, purchases. So cash discount is calculated after deducting trade discount from the invoice price. So cash discount is calculated after deducting trade discount from the invoice price. Okay, and then Amit sells goods to Vikas rupees 8,000 and allowed him discount at 2% on net amount. Amit sell goods to Vikas rupees 8,000 and allowed him discount at 2% on net amount. In Amit's books, how will you show this? See, in the books of accounts, you will show cash discount. I am telling you, Amit is who? Amit is the person who sells to Vikas. He is the seller. Okay, so cash account debit. He is selling 8,000 worth of goods. 8,000 worth of goods. He is selling at 7,840 because he is allowing Vikas a discount of 160 rupees. So cash account debit, discount allowed account debit to debtors account 8,000. So this is how you need to prepare it. In the books of Vikas, in the books of buyer, okay, in the books of buyer, you have creditors account debit to cash account to discount received. Okay, creditors account debit to cash account to discount received account. So how will you write it in the books of buyer? Creditors account, he has paid, okay, 8,000 for how much? For 7,840, which means discount received is 140. Discount received is a gain. Discount allowed is a expenses or loss. Okay, so a note, cash discount is allowed, always recorded. It's always recorded in the books of accounts. So this is what you need to understand. Now let me read a question. It is a problem, sum 1. Let me read a question. Beena Watch Company, Delhi, purchased 25 pieces of Times Star brand wristwatch from Pioneer Watches, Delhi, at list price of rupees 2,000 per piece, less 10% trade discount and cash discount of 2% on payment within 15 days from the date of transaction. Past journal entry in the books of both the parties. Okay, so Beena Watch Company, Delhi, purchased 25 pieces of Time Star brand. It is a wristwatch. Okay, so Beena is the buyer, and Pioneer Watches is the seller. Yes. Now at the list price of 2000 per piece, less 10% trade discount and cash discount of 2%. Cash discount only will be shown in the journal entry. Trade discount will not be shown. It will straight away be deducted from the invoice on payment within 15 days from the date of the transaction. Pass journal entry in the books of both the parties. So first we need to understand, on purchases there are two occurrence. One is the purchase, another one is the payment. So on purchases, what is the journal entry? Purchases account debit to who we have to pay? We have to pay to Pioneer Watches. Okay, Pioneer Watches, Delhi. How much we need to pay? We need to pay 25 watches. 25 watches into how many? 2000 rupees. Per watch cost 2000. So what is this? We need to pay actually 50,000, but there is a trade discount of rupees of 10%. So 10% on 50,000 will be 5,000, which is 45,000. Okay, so 45,000 purchases account debit to Pioneer Watches, 45,000. So this is what you need to write. Okay, it will not be recorded. It's just a working note to find out how much is to be paid. Now the second occurrence will be on payment. Okay, when we are paying. So how do you pay this? We are going to cancel this because we are going to pay. We no longer have to pay Pioneer Watches because we are paying now. So we are just cancelling it by debiting. Previously it was credited. Now we are debiting. Pioneer Watches, Delhi, account debit to cash account to discount received account. Okay, Pioneer Watches Delhi account debit to cash account to discount received account. So you have 45,000 here. To cash account, how much you are paying? 45,000 is to be paid, no doubt. But there is a cash discount of 2%. What is 2%? It is 900 rupees because 1% is 450 plus 450, which is 900. So if you deduct 900, how much you will get? You will get 44,100. Am I right? So 44,100 we need to pay. So 44,100 to discount received account will be 9,000. So this is how we need to write it. Able to understand clearly. Okay. In the books of Pioneer Watches, what we have to do when on sales. Okay. On sales, we have this Veena Watch Company, Delhi, debit to sales account. Why Veena Watch Company, Delhi, debit? Because Veena is a debtor. We are selling to Veena on credit. So how much we have to get paid? We have to be receiving, that is Veena Pioneer Watches to receive 45,000. Okay, on sales. But on receiving, how much they actually have received after the discount, you need to write it like this. Cash comes in, cash account debit, discount allowed, because we are selling, we have allowed discount 2%. Yes, discount to Bina Watch Company, Delhi. Okay, so this is what you need to write. 44,100, 900 and 45,000. Okay, being the cash received in full settlement of a bill at a discount of 2% will be the narrations. Okay, so being the cash received in full settlement of a bill at a discount of 2%. Here you will write being the cash paid in full settlement of dues at a discount of 2%. So this is how you will write. Okay, I hope that this is clear to you. This is one concept. In the next video we will solve problem related to this concept. Okay, thank you class.